All right, let's talk about something huge. We're diving into what is probably the biggest shift in digital marketing since the invention of the search engine itself. We're moving past the world we all know, the world of Google searches, and stepping into a brand new era where AI is the new gatekeeper. So the big question is, are you ready for it?
So let me ask you a question, and I want you to be really honest. Is your business invisible to AI? Seriously, because while you've been busy perfecting your Google game, millions and millions of people have already shifted. They're starting their searches with tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity. And if your brand isn't showing up in those answers, you're not just missing out on an audience, you're basically getting left behind.
Okay, so let's get into it. Before we can really understand where we're going, we've got to be super clear on where we've been. For decades, right, the undisputed champion, the king of getting seen online has been SEO, search engine optimization. When you boil it all down, SEO has always been about one single thing: playing the game to convince search engines like Google that your page is the best, most relevant answer to whatever someone just typed into that search bar. And the prize? It's that top spot on the results page. That's the whole game.
And if you've been in this space for any amount of time, you know the drill. It all starts with keyword research, figuring out the exact words and phrases your customers are using. Then you move to on-page SEO, making sure your content, your headers, your meta tags, all of it lines up with those keywords. You build trust and authority with backlinks, which are basically just votes of confidence from other sites. And of course, you nail the technical SEO to make sure your site is lightning fast and works great on a phone. This has been the foundation of digital marketing for years.
But here's the thing. That foundation, it's starting to shake. The ground is literally shifting under our feet. And that brings us to the new kid on the block, the next evolution: Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. This isn't just a shiny new toy. It's the necessary next step for the age of AI.
Now, you got to understand, the goal here is completely different. With GEO, you're not trying to get a blue link to the top of a page. No, your goal is to become the trusted source that the AI quotes directly in its answer. Just imagine someone asks an AI for the best hiking boots, and the AI spits out a perfect summary that literally quotes and cites your company's research. Now, that is the power of GEO.
And to do that, you need a totally different playbook. Instead of just chasing keywords, you focus on creating content that's super easy to cite, with clear data and sources. You use what's called structured data, which is kind of like a secret language that helps AI understand your content perfectly. The content itself has to change too. It needs to be concise, direct, and high value, no fluff. And you optimize for natural language, because that's how people actually talk to these AI assistants.
Okay, so we've got SEO on one side and GEO on the other. To really get a handle on this, let's put them in the ring, head to head, and see exactly how they stack up. This will make it all crystal clear. This right here, this breaks it all down perfectly. Let's just walk through it. First up, the primary goal. For SEO, it's all about ranking on Google. For GEO, it's about getting cited in an AI's answer. See the difference? That changes your core tactic. SEO is all about keywords and backlinks, but GEO, it's all about structured data and citations that prove you're a credible source. And that in turn affects your content focus. Those super long, detailed articles that are great for SEO need to be paired with short, direct, punchy answers that an AI can just grab and use.
So after seeing them side by side, you might be thinking, okay, I have to pick one, right? SEO or GEO. But here's the twist. That's the wrong way to look at it. This isn't an either-or battle. The real winning strategy, the one that's going to set you up for the future, is about making them work together. And trust me, you absolutely need both, because look at the risks if you don't. If you go all in on SEO and ignore this new world, you're completely invisible to that huge growing wave of people using AI. Poof, you don't exist to them. But if you jump ship and focus only on GEO, you're leaving behind the massive, unbelievable fire hose of traffic that is still coming from Google search every single day. You can't afford to be missing from either of those conversations. Here's really the secret to how they work together. Your hard work in SEO, building up that domain authority, having a technically sound website, that's your credibility score. It's the proof that an AI needs to see you as a trustworthy source. So you can think of it like this. SEO builds your reputation, and GEO leverages that reputation to get you featured in AI answers. So you're probably asking, okay, great, but how do I actually do this? How do I connect these two worlds? Well, the answer is a little technical, but it's super important. It's called structured data. The easiest way to think about it is like adding little invisible labels to your content that explain what everything is. This code works behind the scenes, and it's a language that both old-school search engines and new AI models can understand perfectly. It's the bridge that connects both of these worlds. All right, let's pull all these threads together. We've talked about the classic playbook of SEO and this new, exciting frontier of GEO. And the most important takeaway is that they aren't fighting each other. They're powerful allies. So the really important question now is, what are you going to do about it?
If there's just one thing you take away from all this, let it be this simple idea. SEO makes you visible. GEO makes you the authority. See, visibility is about getting found. But in this new age of AI, authority, being seen as the definitive, trusted source, that is the ultimate prize.
And that brings us right back to where we started. This generative future isn't some sci-fi concept on the horizon. It's here. It's happening right now as we speak. So the only question left is your digital presence actually built for it?